Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Kelly.
And currently we are in the closet about something. Well, that's just where we record our episodes.
We're in the closet. It's, guys, we are professionals, okay?
Are we?
No, but, so I have started editing the podcasts. Which,
as of last night.
I'm super excited. So I'm anal about stuff. So
you like it in the butt?
I like it in the butt sometimes.
So but only if you have a micro penis, because other than that, her little butthole can't handle it.
Stop. Okay, but yeah. So hopefully you guys like it. I'm a little bit more detail oriented than Adam is.
Well, I hate audio editing and video editing, so you
I've been doing a pretty good job.
She's done one episode. Listeners, I know she's going to be better than me because she pays more attention. So. Okay.
All right. So you can visit us on our website at thenakedrelationship.com.
Yes.
We're also working on some blogs.
Yes.
So that is coming up. If you guys want me or Adam to talk about a certain topic, we will be doing that. If you want to submit a topic for discussion, just DM us, Twitter, Instagram.
I love how you made the executive decision that we're doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I got nothing to talk about. So, also, you can follow us on our Twitter, our Instagram that I run at TNR Podcasts.
And our Facebook is also the same. If you just go to facebook.com/TNR Podcast, or you just search TNR Podcast, we'll come up.
Yep.
You can also email us on our website. If and when you decide to put in a topic of request, or if you just want to say, hey guys, we hate your stuff, feel free to do that too, but hopefully just keep it more towards the loving side of things. And, or you can email us directly at questions@thenakedrelationship.com.
Okay, so one of the first topics that I would like to bring up, and I don't know if this is an issue for anyone out there, or it's just an Adam and I thing. Recently, Adam has been,
I've been fucking like B-Rabbit.
So, we have been having our, normal sex, and, I don't know if, I think it's been going on for a while, but I just noticed this, that Adam comes in, 30 seconds or less.
I come weird, because, I'll come in, a minute and a half or less. I'm gonna up it a little bit, give myself a little bit more ego here, and then, within, 2 minutes, I'm ready to go again. And then, I last a lot longer. You know?
AKA, a minute and 50 seconds?
51. Get it right.
Okay, so it's very frustrating for me when I'm trying to get mine, and he just, goes soft, and I can tell, and then he keeps pumping, thinking I'm not going to notice his limp dick inside me. Well, what the fuck?
Well, there's a lot of times when, you're really close, and I finish before you do, and I know, if I can just get you there before he goes all the way soft, you have a better chance of finishing. So that's what I try to do there, ma'am.
Okay, well, it doesn't work all the time. And I notice you going soft inside me because you came, and I can tell when you come, okay? And you also make this, face.
Well, when I'm hitting it from behind, you can't see that face. But no, it's not really, I don't know, it happens in phases every now and then, I'd say.
I think it's, started accumulating more. I started noticing it, at the beginning of our relationship, you would go for,
hours.
And it was fucking awesome. And what the fuck happened? Okay?
I don't know. I noticed, this time, it started happening after, a week or two of, very little coitus. Because we had a lot of stuff going on, Detroit, and which we'll get into later, and then my grandfather's passing, which we'll get into later. So,
But this was before all that.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, this most recent spurt, is, I think, can be attributed to that.
Yeah, so basically, Adam has been coming super fast, and I think it's, messed with my psyche, my mental state, and, a couple weeks ago, I just started fucking crying after sex because Adam could not get hard or stay. No, he could get hard, okay? He just couldn't.
Yeah, getting hard is not the issue.
Getting hard is not the issue, but him staying hard and not coming is the issue, okay? Because I was super pissed that he would come really fast, and I guess it got into my head, and
Yeah, you thought it was like you.
yeah, I started blaming myself, and I was like, what? Like, I was like bawling my eyes out, having like a mini panic attack.
Mini driver?
Mini panic attack over all this, and it just like blew my mind how emotional I got and how like pissed I got at you in my head. Like, why the fuck can't you stay hard?
Well, it's not staying hard, it's just keeping the sperm in the pen, if you will.
Yeah, so I don't know if people have these issues.
I mean, I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do, but like,
it's just, I don't know. I think for some people, like, for you, I just hold you in like I'm so attracted to you. Like, I put you on this fucking pedestal.
Yeah, you just knocked me off that damn pedestal.
Pedestal? I put you on like this pedestal like people put Chick-fil-A on. You know, except you actually deserve to be there. But, I don't know. It's just like, I don't have that issue with other people. You know?
Oh, knock me off the damn pedestal.
I'm trying to knock you up, not knock you off.
We're not pregnant, guys.
Thankfully.
But, yeah. So, I just needed to vent that and tell you, stop.
Are any of you guys going through the same situation? Because, like, I know it's common. I mean, otherwise there wouldn't be pills for, like, Extends, Viagra, and other supplements. I mean, we did get
We did get this product called... Okay, we just got a spray. It's not a cream.
Oh.
We got a spray to try out, and it did actually work. But
the first time, it kind of numbed me a little bit, and I got self-conscious, so I couldn't say hard, because I was like, am I even hard? Like, I didn't know.
Yeah, we got this spray to help us out, and it did help a little bit, but like...
Well, after the first time, it worked. Like, I went a while on that.
Maybe 30 seconds longer, which is better. But I guess
it was a lot longer.
It was not a lot longer.
It was a lot longer. No. It was significantly longer.
I was there. No.
Yeah, I was too, and I think you're selling me short there, ma'am. You're the midget of the two.
I guess we'll have to test it again.
Yeah, well, we still have it.
So, I don't know. But we're working on it, hopefully. More foreplay.
5 play? I don't know. I teased you a lot yesterday, and then you came relatively quickly, so I think that helped too.
So, it's something we're working on, guys. But I also wanted to kind of give you guys an update
We need to...
one of my play partners.
Cue the in memoriam music.
One of my play partners, actually, I reached out to him and to see if he was available, and he's been having some life has come in between us. He recently moved to a different city, so
which is not that far away, but I don't want to drive that shit. That's a terrible drive.
Yeah, it's like a 45-minute drive.
And it's not the length of time. It's just the traffic.
Yeah, that makes it really long. He recently moved. He recently transferred.
He bought a house.
He transferred into a new job position. He bought a house. He has a son. So he has all of these issues compounding, like kind of making it difficult for us to see each other. And it finally just like came to a head, and he felt like he was wasting my time. And he just felt that it would be better if we just kind of broke it off where we had it, which was not really nothing. But I just thought it was really nice that he took the time to actually kind of like officially break it off.
As opposed to just leading you on.
And just ghosting me like most millennials do nowadays.
Remember when you thought I was going to ghost you?
Yes, I remember. But he was very sweet about it, very cordial, very formal, and I appreciated it. So, kudos to him.
It's interesting how all those things were compounding and causing him not to be able to pound your pussy.
Yeah, I was sad.
Yeah. Well, this is the one that thought I was going to kill him with a gun.
Yeah, same guy. That thought Adam was going to pull out a gun and shoot him. But, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
now we're going to tell you about our time. Sorry, that's just terrible. So we recently took a trip up to Detroit to see our friends Destiny and Daniel.
Love them.
Love them. They've been on our show before. So shout out to you fuckers. And honestly, we miss them. We wish they'd come back. Daniel and I have very similar personalities. It was just kind of one of those where both, like, both couples just really meshed well together when they were here, and it was great to keep that going up there. We really just hung out, explored Detroit, downtown. They have a lot to do downtown.
They have a lot of food, too.
A lot of food, and honestly, like, I don't know what it was, but like the monorail system just reminded me of like Gotham for some reason.
Yeah.
From Batman. I don't know why I made that connection, but I made that connection.
It's a really great city, and it's right across from Canada.
I love Canada now just because of what Kelly's about to tell you.
So we decided to go to some casinos that were in Detroit, and
I fucking had like anxiety out the ass that night.
I gave Adam $100 to blow on whatever, and I had $100 to blow as well. I blew mine at the slots because reminds me of a toy.
Let me tell you how I blew mine. I put it in my mouth. No. So Kelly hands me the 100, and I walk around the casino probably 3 or 4 times looking for blackjack. And I sit down at Baccarat thinking it's a blackjack. Why? No fucking clue. But the dealer proceeds to tell me, or try to explain to me how to play. And we play the first hand. I don't know really what I did. I just picked a hand. Like I was in a magic show, like pick a hand, any hand, or card, any card. Anyway, and somehow I won $15. And so I was up, and I got up, and I left. And
he's the worst gambler.
Well, I'm a bit of a penny pincher unless it's John Bellion music, Seahawks tickets, or food. And so I was up, and I was gonna live that moment up. And so I went and found everybody, Destiny, Daniel, Kelly, and then one of their friends. And then they all pressure me into playing blackjack. So I went from being up $15 to being down 30 in about 10 minutes. So no más, no necesito, no gracias. And so I gave Kelly back the remaining $70. I was like, fuck this.
You should have seen him. He was like so like afraid.
I was, because it was like
to bet money.
I mean, like you just paid off your car, and I was sitting there thinking, okay, this could go towards this debt or whatever, and
I specifically saved that money so we could blow it. Okay, it was fine.
Well, sure, but like for me, I'm like, there's better ways to spend money. But
anyways,
we went to Detroit. Was it the next? No,
next day.
No, this is Monday.
Well, Monday, we went to Canada.
Canada. We drove the long ass trip across that bridge.
And it was super easy. We carried our passports because we noticed that Canada was just right there, and we said, hey, we might pop over there. We did, and we walked along the river.
The Champs-Élysées?
No. We walked along the river between Detroit and Canada on the boardwalk. It was really pretty. Kind of chilly, windy. And then we decided to pop over to Caesar's Palace.
Something like that.
Yeah, in Windsor, Canada. And I decided to play some slots. And I won.
Well, no, at first all right, so first you broke even. And then we went and I played blackjack a couple hands, and I think I lost about the same amount of money that I did the other day. But it was just an easier environment for me to do that in. I mean, it was just a lot less people because it was a Monday morning, and then there was like no smoking, which I think for me helped. But it was significantly less crowded than a Friday night casino in Detroit. And so I lost about $30, and then I tell Kelly, all right, here's a $20 bill in Canadian. Don't spend it all in one place. And so she goes back to the same slot machine that she broke even on earlier and proceeded to do what exactly?
I won $730 Canadian.
Basically paid for half of our vacation.
Yay! It was a really good time. I didn't even know I won at first. I was like, what is going on? All these lights are going off. The machine's making all this noise. And then I realized I won. Adam got it on video.
I do, yes. It's fucking cute as hell. And then, like, when we went to cash out, they're like, well, we can cash this out in American for you, but you have to be a Caesar's Palace Rewards member so we can cash you out in American for over $500. And we're like, oh, okay. And then they further bribed us with, you'll get a $10 food voucher to use at any Caesar's Palace location throughout the U.S. And we're like, oh, okay, well, look, we'll have lunch for free. Big winners. And so we went up to a restaurant up there after signing up and cashing out. And we had what I think should be called the house salad, the Caesar salad in Caesar's Palace. And then we left. It was a fucking great time. Love Canada. And what I didn't know was where we were in Canada. Luke Wilson, tight end for the Seattle Seahawks, owns a gym there. Had I have known, we would have fucking gone.
Whee! It was a good time. We really enjoyed our trip, but once we got back, we came back to this chaos.
Well, yeah, we were back at work for like 3 days. And then on Thursday, my grandpa passed away. And I disassociated myself from him probably 4 or 5 years ago. Last conversation I had with him was at my grandmother's funeral. And so we drove up, Thursday night?
Yeah, we
missed him by about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Left work a little bit early too. And you called out Thursday, Friday, Monday.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that.
Yeah.
About my grandpa, and I think that's understandable.
Yeah,
what were you gonna
it's
say?
still something that you're trying to process, I think.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to take some time, according to what you told me of him.
Yeah. Well, I really just wanted to go for closure purposes so I could get that.
Yeah.
But.
And I really enjoyed meeting all your family. Like, they are definitely, like, sweet, generous people.
Yeah, they definitely fucking loved you. I mean, I don't blame them. Anyone with the right mind would. But it was just difficult because, like, my grandpa, the reason I disassociated myself from him is because, well, I saw him slap my mom as an adult. And then kind of, like, that's what kind of put everything together for me. I mean, because, you know, all those together, I just felt it best to disassociate myself from him. So that's why I have mixed feelings, because before I put everything together, you know, the person that I thought my grandpa was like this great guy, funny guy, caring, and had a temper. But, you know, at the funeral and the wake, you know, I couldn't bring myself to say I forgive you or I love you, but I could bring myself to say I love who I thought you were.
Yeah.
So kind of sad.
So it was very difficult for us. So during that whole trip visiting Adam's family, I was in the process of getting even more sick than I currently was. When we got back from Detroit, the next day I started having a sore throat, and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna get...
Yeah, it was weird. Like, we both had sore throats.
Yeah.
And, like, yours really developed into something.
Yeah, my tonsils were swollen. I started feeling like crap. I was trying to, like, hold it together to be there for Adam. And, like, during this whole thing, we're watching the news every day, and all the coronavirus stuff is going on. And on that next Monday, I woke up, and I could tell I had something serious. Like, I had a fever, I had chills, I had this cough. I was, like, coughing up this, like, thick, mucusy stuff that was a really gnarly color, and that was the day Adam was going to bury his grandfather, and I couldn't make it to the funeral. And as soon as it was over, Adam...
Like, we all came
home.
back to my uncle's house, and we were going to have, like, a big family dinner. It was going to be all of us minus my aunt and my cousin that disassociated themselves long ago. It was going to be a lot of fun. And so when we got back, I went and checked on Kelly. And we had planned on leaving that night regardless to come back home. And I went and checked on Kelly. She just looked terrible, but she insisted that I went downstairs and hung out with my family and did all that. And when I went back downstairs, I could see them putting some of the food in the oven, and I knew right then I did not feel right about it. Because honestly, like, the more I thought about it, you just looked the worst I'd ever seen you. And I don't mean that as in, like, you weren't beautiful, but, like, physical condition. I could tell you looked fucking, like
death.
Like, I wouldn't say go that far, but you looked really bad. And so I quickly packed our stuff. I said my ta-ta for now to my family. And I immediately took you to an urgent care.
Yeah, he took me to an urgent care. I got checked out, found out I had pneumonia in my right lung, and they recommended, since we had been traveling and been out of the country, that we get COVID testing.
Well, not only that, but plus you're a nurse, and a lot of your symptoms correlated with the corona.
Yes, so, but they told us, like, the nearest facility was, like, an hour away, like, it was really far, but they okayed us to go back home and get tested where we lived. And we drove for a couple hours, but we couldn't make it because...
Yeah, we drove about half.
Yeah, because I was just too sick, and I was exhausted, so we got a hotel, slept for a little bit, and left that morning.
I gotta say, getting that fucking hotel was a great fucking call.
Yeah. We crashed, we slept pretty hard, drove the final leg of our journey next morning, got home, and then the process of, like, telling my employer, of telling my manager,
well, you also
everybody.
Are leaving out the part of the telemed.
Yeah, so I also was in contact with my physician, trying to see if I could get tested. I made an appointment with a virtual doctor where they were kind of directing everyone who had COVID symptoms. And it was just all misconstrued. All this medical peoples were, like, throwing people through a loop.
And they were telling us
going on.
They were telling us you two need to be quarantined, and you shouldn't be more than 6 feet, or you shouldn't be, like, you have to be 6 feet away from each other at all times. And I kind of, like, laughed when they said that, because I'm not gonna kiss you.
Yeah, he tried to sleep with me that night.
Duh.
No, but, like, he suggested we quarantine ourselves, and he couldn't provide the testing, so I had to call back my primary care, tell him the whole story.
This is bullshit.
And then I got the order to go get tested. I went to go get tested at my facility at the hospital where I work at, and they denied me.
Because you hadn't been to Europe.
They denied me because I had not been out of the country to Europe, and because they had so few tests, which I understand that part, but...
The fact that you hadn't been to Europe when that shit originated in fucking China, plus there had been cases in Canada.
Like, I know, it was just crazy.
In Ontario, where we were.
But we decided to self-quarantine, first of all, because I was still sick.
And the doctor recommended
it. I just needed time to recover. He put me on antibiotics, steroids, gave me an inhaler. Been using that for the past week and a half, and I feel a ton better. Adam had to stay home, work from home.
Yeah, I'm blessed that I can work from home.
Yes.
I really am.
And we have been sticking it out here together, going out as little as possible. I've been sending out Adam to get groceries, to get food. We're trying to socially distance ourselves from people.
How's that going? You're fucking hating it. Like, it's not so much the people, it's the being around me.
You are a lot to handle, okay, 24/7. And one of the things that I this has been, like, the hardest part of this whole thing, on top of me being sick, being with you for this much time, it is very stressful to me.
Well, you're an introvert.
I'm introverted.
And you're not getting, when we're both in the house 24/7, it's very difficult for you to get your alone time.
Yeah, I definitely need
And you also you're not really that good at saying, or at realizing that you need alone time.
Yeah, it's when I start, like, getting snappy and angry at Adam that I realize I need to get the fuck away.
Yeah.
By myself. But, like, also, like, when I was, like, being sick just made it 1,000 times worse. Because Adam was trying to fuck me while I was sick, and I didn't feel like doing it, but I just didn't know how to tell you. Stop.
What?
Yes.
You came on to me.
Oh my god. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You talking about when we were at the house?
When we were at your uncle's house, when we were at the hotel, like here, like
I feel like you initiated most of that.
I did not initiate, okay? I just let you. I mean, I was a participant as well, but I kind of let you, even though deep down I didn't really want to fuck.
Well, that is a huge issue. You should have just said, yo, bitch, I ain't really feel like putting my kitty on top of your penis right now.
Yeah, I should have.
You should have.
I was too sick to be stern.
You could have just said, I don't really feel like doing this.
No, because you take it as a rejection of me rejecting you.
Well, yeah, but if you're, like, sick, I wouldn't have taken it like that. I would have understood because you did reject me while you were sick, and I totally understood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like you need to, like, calm down on your, like, how you approach me when I'm sick. Like, you were trying to be overtly sexual towards me when I was sick.
So, like, the day before we buried my grandpa, like, I walk into the room where we were staying, and you were pantsless on a bed, bent over.
Yeah, because I was fucking sick and I was laying in bed.
No, you were, like, on your stomach, like, bent over the bed. And, like, I started,
that was not an invitation for you to come and fuck me.
Oh, well, I didn't just come out with my penis out. I freaking, like kind of cuddled your butt a little bit, and then you didn't want to stop, and then you even fucking rode me. So, can you see how that makes me think that... But this was before you got really bad.
Yeah. After I got really... Okay, that was fine. I allowed that. But after I got really badly sick... You were still kind of in that headspace, like, oh.
Well, in the hotel room, like, part of the car ride to the hotel room, like, I was fingering you in the car.
I let you.
Yeah, but it seemed like you were wanting it. Like, really, because we started talking, like, somewhat sexual, and then, like, I started feeling you up in the car while I was driving. Mm-hmm. And then, like, you even mentioned you just wanted to get to the hotel room, fuck, and go to sleep. So.
Okay. Maybe communication wasn't as good as it could be. But hindsight, I did not want to have as much sex as we did while I was sick.
Well, then just tell me. Just tell me.
I can't. I feel like I can't tell you because you take it so bad.
If you're sick, I'm not going to take it like that. Because I understand you just don't feel like up to it.
If I'm, like, not sick and I don't want to have sex.
Well, just tell me. Be like, yo, bitch. You ain't getting none.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm gonna be like,
okay, I'll try and see if it works. But yeah, guys, you just heard us like, oh man.
So we're gonna talk about our break because if you guys don't know, we are currently on a lifestyle break, and so we kind of are doing this one a little bit differently structure-wise. It's our third break altogether. From the lifestyle. So for this break, we're going to have, or the original plan was to have 2 weeks no communication with play partners at all. And then the remainder of the 2 weeks would be conversation with our play partners, try to strike up a friendship with them first and foremost, but no dirty talk, plans for dirty play or anything like that. Our initial break was supposed to start when we got back from Detroit. And 3 days after that, my grandfather passed. So we haven't really gotten a break, especially plus you've been sick. Grandfather passed.
Yeah. And all that. We want our break to be intentional.
Yeah.
In a way that, like, just focuses on Adam and I's relationship and just being more close to each other, having dates, not focus on lifestyle stuff, not let it dominate all of our conversations, things like that. And right now, conversations are being dominated in other topics, like sickness, work, all this other stuff, and it hasn't been, like, we haven't been in complete break mode.
Yeah.
Since it started, so we've decided to kind of extend it a little bit. Maybe
play it week by week.
Yeah, we're playing it week by week so far, and next week I think is the beginning of April.
Holy balls, you're right.
And
well, let's go into it. Like, in the 3 days that we've had a little bit of an actual break, how are you feeling?
I feel suffocated being in this apartment with you. Is how I'm feeling. Okay, we can't go anywhere. We can't go do anything. All the stores are closed. Everyone's trying to socially distance themselves, and that's great. Love it. But, like, I am getting cabin fever in this apartment. I cannot fucking stand it. I just want to be by myself. and just, I miss the gym. I miss being outside. I just can't. I can't right now. Like,
I get it.
I need to get out.
Well, how about after this, you take Sydney to the dog park?
No, I don't need to go to the dog park. I just want to go to Walmart and buy some fucking dental floss.
The fact that you said you want to go to Walmart shows you how bad. Nothing against Walmart, but Kelly is a bit of a Target snob.
I am. And Walmart is the only person that sells this particular type
Walmart's
of
a person?
floss. Yes. But yes, I know we've had a lot of going on, like, in the world, and our break right now is kind of, like, insignificant in the grand scheme of things. But this is how I feel. How do you feel? Like, is it just me?
Well, no, like, cabin fever really, like, last night I told you, it finally hit me. Like, I need to get the fuck out of here, too.
Yeah.
As we record in our closet. So.
I just, like, the first week it was okay. Like, I was sick. I was just recovering. Towards the end of the week, I started, like, doing laundry, cleaning. But this second week, it's just been, like, we haven't made our bed. We haven't cleaned as much. We've done, like, some basic cleaning in the kitchen to, like, not feel like total slobs. Adam's kind of taken over, like, the kitchen living room area with his work stuff. I've been trying to work on panty dealing and trying to sell stuff to keep occupied. Like, that's kind of like my second job, but, like...
Well, you did get a tweeter.
I did get a Twitter.
But that's going to be separate from this.
Yeah.
And we're not going to share either of those, so...
I've just been trying to keep busy and occupied. There's nothing on Hulu, Netflix, or Disney Plus that I would like to see.
Then why the fuck are we paying for them?
My sisters.
I don't care.
I care.
Well, then go work for Apple.
So, it's been really difficult, guys. And I can't imagine if we were to have kids. God. We just have fur babies.
Yeah, I love Sydney Ma'am. Our beautiful pup. Burke and Roan are pussycats.
Yeah. But other than, like, cabin fever, like, what else? Any other feelings?
I mean, I asked you the question first, so I feel like you should answer that about the lifestyle.
I just did.
All right, sure. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. The other day when we were fucking, like, I told you to tell me about, like, you blowing a guy while I fuck you from behind or something like that, and I came instantly. Before you could even open your mouth. It was pretty comical. But I don't know. It's just kind of like one of those breaks where it's just kind of early on.
I feel like this break has turned into a worldwide break. Like, everyone's on a break from everything.
Yes, it's turned into a pandemic, if you will.
So, guys, it's been really difficult for us. I know it's been difficult for you guys as well.
But how is it for you? Like,
I know people have, like, lost their jobs, don't have any income.
Yeah.
And we're okay.
Thankfully. I don't know how the fuck. I mean, you're a nurse, so your job is always in demand.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, I work for a company that is considered an essential company because we provide a lot of stuff that people need to ship things. And so really shipping and packaging and stuff like that. So we provide a lot of those tools. And so our company that I work for, the company that I work for is essential, but I'm in marketing. So you could always make the argument when it's a mom and pop that what I do specifically could be eliminated to save money. So for right now, I'm fortunate and we'll see where this goes. But, you know, how's everything with you guys? We want to hear from you. We want to know. Comment on our socials, send us an email. And, you know, and if you guys even want to tell us, like, yeah, our swinger events also got canceled. I know a lot of stuff has been canceled, like Podcast Palooza. Local stuff has been canceled too. Mm-hmm. I mean, we can't even go to our swinger bar, so we know that they are struggling as well. But yeah, we want to hear from you guys. How are you guys handling this the break from the world? Hopefully none of you have the coronavirus, and if you do, our thoughts are with you. But yeah, let us know how you're dealing with all this.
Yeah, make sure and wash your hands. Stay away from people.
Don't touch your facials.
Only go out for food. Just be mindful of other people's. And thank your janitors for cleaning.
The mall cops.
Thank all the doctors and nurses working really hard.
Look at you. You're a nurse, so thank you.
I haven't been at work, guys. Please don't thank me. And yeah, just be safe out there. Be conscious. Be intentional.
And with that, guys, you can follow us on social media at TNR Podcasts. You can email us at questions@thenakedrelationship.com. Our website is thenakedrelationship.com.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.